Hello bachcho, welcome to our channel Kids Colorful World. Today we are going to color this yak, and while coloring, let me share you the story of the brave yak and the mountain adventure. So let's begin. Once upon a time, high in a snow-capped mountain of Tibet, there lived a young yak named Yumi. Yumi was strong and sturdy, with thick soft fur that kept her warm in the cold mountain air. However, despite her great strength, Yummy was not like other yak in her herd. While most yaks were brave and confident, Yummy was afraid of high mountain, trail, and the chilly winds that hauled through the peaks. She often stayed at the lower valleys, watching the older yak trudge up the steep slopes. One day, an older yak named Dawa, who was the wisest and the most respected in the herd, called out to Yumi, Yummy, we need your help. The winter has been tough and the snow has buried the food we usually gaze on. We must go higher up the mountain to find fresh grass and feed the herd. You are strong enough to help us. Yummy felt a flutter of nervousness in her stomach. But the mountain trails are so steep and the wind is freezing. What if something goes wrong? Dava smiled gently. The mountain may be challenging, but it is not impossible. Together we can make it. You have the strength, and more importantly, you have the courage to face your fear. While there was encouragement, Yummy decided to join the herd. She took a deep breath and stepped onto the trail, following the other yaks. The climb was hard and the wind howled fiercely, but Yummy kept going step by step. She realized that although the path was steep, she was not alone. The other yak walked beside her, supporting her when she grew tired and encouraging her when she felt scared. As they climbed higher, Yumi faced more obstacles. A snowstorm suddenly swept through the mountain, making it hard to see. But Dava led the way and Yumi followed closely behind. Stay close, Yumi, Dava called. We will face this storm together. After what felt like hours, the storm cleared and the herd reached the top of the mountain. There, hidden beneath the snow, were fresh green grass waiting for him. The herd was able to feed, and they all felt a sense of pride for making it through the journey together. The Yummy looked around at her fellow yaks, realizing how brave and strong they all were. She had faced her fears, and with the help of her friends, she had made it to the top. I never thought I could do it, Yummy said. But with you all by my side, I found the courage. From that day on, Yummy was no longer afraid of the mountain trials. She learned that courage was not about being fearless, but about facing her fears with the help of her friends and her inner strength. As the season passed, Yummy grew stronger and more confident in her abilities. She no longer hesitated when the herd decided to climb the mountain or venture into the snowy peaks. One day, a group of younger yaks came to her and asked, Yumi, you have been to the top of the mountain so many times. How do you stay so brave? Yumi smiled and thought for a moment before answering. I have learned that fear is just a part of life. It's okay to feel afraid. What matters is what you do when you feel fear. What I felt nervous at first, I remind myself that I was not alone. My friends were there with me, and together we could accomplish anything. Every time we faced a challenge, we grew stronger. The younger yak nodded, inspired by Yumi's words. They began to understand that bravery didn't mean doing things alone or without fear, but it meant stepping forward and trusting in themselves and their friends when faced with something difficult. One day, the herd faced a new challenge. A huge avalanche had blocked the path they used to travel, and the yaks could no longer reach their grazing lands. The herd was unsure how to get through, but Yumi stepped forward. I believe we can do it, she said. It might take time and effort, but if we all work together, we can find a way. With her leadership, the yaks worked as a team, moving the snow, digging paths, and helping each other. Slowly but surely, they cleared the way. When the paths was finally clear, the entire herd cheered for the teamwork and courage that had brought them through the challenge. Moral of the story: the story of Yumi teaches us that when we face challenges, we find strength not only in ourselves but also in the support of others. Courage comes from moving forward, even when things seem difficult, and working together can turn obstacles into opportunities. My story has ended. Let's complete our coloring. At the end, I would like to say, Bacho, always love and respect your parents. Always listen to them because whatever they do and whatever they say, it's all for your good. And thank you so much for watching and appreciating my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel.